There we are.
May I?
Now that we're through making fun of each other's nationalities and other people's, you were saying?
Yes, I just discovered, Sir John was saying that he discovered that I chain smoke through this article that he was reading about me, Somebody said I chain smoke.
I had noticed.
Is that what it is now? And since then, he never gets off that one. But I just noticed if I'm liking another one.
You mean the video that you chain smoke? Oh, smoking kills us, you see.
It is. It does. You're setting a bad example
Didn't
for
work,
adults
John.
all over the world.
Didn't work, Arthur.
Does that ever happen to you, that you find out something about the other from something you read rather than
Oh,
actually...
sure. I mean, I began to suspect she chain smoked because every time I kiss her, I burnt my chin. Of course. And then I read it in an article.
That's a wonderful delivery you've got. That's
well,
good.
Back on the boards.
Yeah. But what was I going to say just before that? Do you have any idea? We're talking about articles written about you and all that.
Oh, yes.
Well, I know where I was.
Yes.
I know where I was.
What's that?
Earlier, I said you seem to like it here because I've had English guests on, British guests, who said they come here because they're stifled over there and they can't work and they like the exhilaration here. Then I've had American writers who have left America because they feel so menaced and threatened that they like the calm of London.
Yeah, well, somebody like Richard Chamberlain went over there and did very well, from going from the soap opera to Hamlet. And vice versa, I suppose people have come over here and broadened the scope. I think it's just a matter of you have a different kind of feeling when you're abroad, maybe you can loosen up. But in Britain we only have 2 channels of TV, and if you watch the old British movies on TV now here, it's the same old men always on TV in Britain still, They have a sort of school of actors. There's about 3 new people got into the profession since I was 10. So it's a bit limiting,
Oh, you do see all the same old faces.
But the best thing about British TV is the live stuff, like plays and things like that. But it just goes off at 12, So if you have a choice in England of either going out to dinner or watching TV, you can't do both. But with America, it's great. You just sort of wake up and it's on, and you get back after going out for an evening and it's still on. It's beautiful.
It's nice if you're sick.
I love
it. When you're sick and you're up
I'm
all night.
I'm always sick. That's why I like it so much. According to something I was reading.
British TV is all right, though, in a way. They have all sorts of nice plays.
Well, it's not bad, my dear.
I'm getting used to British TV more than Japanese TV, of course,
Oh, yeah.
I feel British sometimes, that way.
Did your accent change slightly when you were in England?
I don't know.
Yeah.
People tell me that I have Liverpool accent now. And all
she used to have an American accent, being educated here at those funny schools.
Sarah Lawrence.
Yeah. Yeah. And it's a funny place, isn't it?
I was there.
Do you still have friends from Sarah Lawrence that you're in touch with?
Well, there was one
Turned
out to be a snide. Tell him about that.
A snide?
No, well,
Yes.
you see, a classmate of mine, sort of about 2 years ago, that was when we weren't really that famous that we were together, but we were
It was
just
the first
getting...
article in America on us both since we got together.
It was very important for me, actually, because I was introduced to America through that article, and she was a classmate of mine, so I thought, oh, that's nice. So she came, and I thought, well, since we are friends, so I should cook for her and all that, and I made a nice lunch for her. And then she wrote that, what was it?
She said Yoko looked fat like an old witch cooking. She was 9 months pregnant and just had a miscarriage. And that...
I resembled
Ernest Borgnine, Well, you can see that she doesn't. And that was this old pal that had sneaked in to see us.
You do like Ernest Borgnine?
No,
I just want to say Betty Rollins' legs.
Was it Betty Rollin who wrote the article? Oh.
Good old Betty, old pal of Yoko's. Yeah. Betty Rollins' legs.
She says something about
Betty Rollins' legs. Okay, I think we can leave that one out. It's silly to be so bitter, isn't it?
Oh, yes, there's something about her legs. I never noticed anything wrong with her legs when I was married to her.
Did you? You weren't looking, obviously.
No.
She kept them long skirts on all the time.
I was never. In fact, as a matter of fact, no, I wasn't. But she wrote an article recently in which she said I was delicious.
Well, maybe she's had a pill or something.
Right. But do you have... you don't go to reunions at Sarah Lawrence. You were only there about a year then, I gather.
3 years, actually.
Yeah.
But I didn't want to graduate, I was one of those early dropouts. I just felt it was so ridiculous to go another year. I just couldn't stand it. And in those days, people said, well, it's so silly to not graduate, that bit.
Because you'll never get a job.
Right, right.
Yeah.
I was a bit afraid of that, of course.
You never make it. That's what they told me, too.
If you didn't finish school.
One maths master wrote, "You're on the road to failure if he carries on this way."
Do you ever see your old schoolmates?
No, I've seen a few old school friends, not teachers. No.
Yeah.
Most of them dislike me, except for one or two, you know. So I am always glad to remind them.
Was there ever a teacher that...
incredible awareness they had.
Was there ever a teacher who did inspire you?
Yes, there was always one teacher in each school that would usually be an art teacher or an English language or literature kind of thing. If there's anything to do with writing or art, I was okay at it. Anything to do with science or maths, I just couldn't get it in, you know.
Yeah.
So, but most subjects were science and maths because supposedly they don't want artists, you know. Even at art school, they tried to turn me into a teacher. They tried to discourage you from painting, and, you know, why not be a teacher? Because then you can paint on Sunday. I decided against it.
You
know, your drawings look a little like James Thurber's.
Well, I used to love his stuff when I was a kid.
Oh, did you?
His stuff looked like a bit like yours, you know, I think.
Well, he's older than me, so he came first, so I look like him. I used to read that stuff when I was a kid. Three people I was very keen on: Lewis Carroll, Alice in Wonderland, Thurber, and an English drawer, or whatever you call him, called Ronald Searle.
Ronald Searle. Oh, we get him over here.
Yeah, so when I was about 11, I was turned on to those three. When I was, well, I think I was about 15 when I started thurberizing the drawings. You know.
Oh, yeah. Yes. That was my imitation of Nigel Bruce, one of your actors.
I saw.
Oh, really, Holmes? Remember he played Watson in the Sherlock Holmes movies?
Yes.
Oh, really, Holmes? It's dynamite, usually.
Ella Fitzgerald, dear Watson.
You thought it was Ella Fitzgerald?
No, Ella Fitzgerald, dear Watson. That's a pun on Elementary.
Oh, Elementary, my dear Watson. That's right.
Yeah.
Ella Fitzgerald. That's known as wordplay.
Yes.
I can play that.
Myself.
Sure.
Betty Rollins' legs. Our local station.
We will be rolling further after this message from our local station.